During my recent trip to Silicon Valley, I picked up these antique electron tubes. They are some of the oldest ones I've ever seen. Probably older than some of the ones I've seen in museums. So, like this, there's a patent date from 1927, but I have heard that these, or have seen that these were also used during World War I and stuff like that. At least this form factor. So that's kind of interesting. Usually, if you see ones that are the shape like a big light bulb, that usually means that they're pretty darn old. Even these ones, which are later, like 1930s and whatnot, 1940s, these ones are even hard to find. I have a hard time finding these ones with the bulge on the outside. So here's the one that sticks out the most. It actually didn't come with this base. This was just in the box with it, but I don't think it went with it. But I like how it looks with it, so I'm just going to stick it with it. Well, it says 50 on the top. Glassy, or gassy. Is that the pi symbol, or is that some other electrical symbol? I'm not sure. And I don't see any other writing on it at all. But it's obviously very old just by the shape of it. That's really cool. Then we have this, which is a Raytheon type BH85MA, patented July 7th, 1925, and then patent February 8th, 1927. That's kind of fading though. It's so cool. I probably shouldn't set that up like that. Now I have these ones that are very old looking. Radiotron. If this label was worn off, we would hopefully be able to see the patent date. There is a white powder inside of here. Looks like that would be a mercury of some sort. I would assume that all of these have lost their vacuum, but I could be wrong. You can see the faint remnants of RCA written on the front there. At least I can. The design of these old tubes, well, as opposed to newer tubes, is always very interesting. Ooh, this one's very odd looking. Licensed only for amateur, experimental, and entertainment purposes. Signal Corp. VTI Western Electric Incorporated. Patented U.S. 1-1507. 2 patents. Is that... Holy shit, is that 1907? 12-1916. That's from World War I. Holy fuck. So there's some sort of wax on the bottom. Maybe this is more like a Bakelite. Feels like a very hard wax, although it looks like it has deformed a bit. It's so cool. So that one is really old. It's interesting how it has a seam there. There's another one that has the seam broken, I guess due to stress or something like that. I can actually see inside. Yeah. Radiotron, type WD11, style 319533, patented. Oh, so I guess it doesn't actually say when it was patented, it just... That's kind of it for the sticker. I was assuming this one extended further, but I guess it doesn't. So we have RCA again on there, and then I believe that's Westinghouse, but I'll try to clean it off, although the issue with this is that I'll most likely just remove all the lettering. The lettering on electron tubes is very fragile. No. I can't read that still. Strange. These are all the 4-post, or 4-pin ones. Oh, here's an interesting one. Raytheon type BH. Patented June 27, 1922 and July 7, 1925. That one's getting on almost 100 years old. Here's the base. Raytheon. The big N. That's cool. type BH. Here's the base to a Radiotron UX874. Licensed only to extent RCA, indicated on carton. Oh, speaking of carton, there actually is the carton to one of them in here. A Cunningham type C299 detector and amplifier. We might come across that one. San Francisco, California. I'm not seeing it. Oh. There's a Cunningham C301A. It's entirely mercuried up on the inside. All clear. I can't remember the name for that, but oh well. Another Cunningham C301A. Just like the other one. Cunningham CX299. There we go. That's that one. So I guess that would fit in there. It looks like a pretty big box for that, though. Presumably there'd be a lot of wrapping around it. Oh, and there's also the lids to it. Those must have fallen off. Here's something kind of interesting. So we have a 110 AC plug to Edison big screw connector to an Edison to little, a big Edison to little Edison screw connector, and an old light bulb. I don't see any wording on that, but there definitely is wording. I just can't make it out. 125 volts. Leviton. I think I've heard of that. This is a Bakelite shell. This is ceramic. $630. RCA Victor. Every single tube that I've accidentally touched, like from the 1950s or so, the lettering always wears off. It's almost like a powder. But this hasn't. That's interesting. Evidently the older style is actually more robust. Oh, here's a nice big tube. Ah, General Electric. That looks really cool. Ooh, what kind of logo is that? I don't know. There we go. We can kind of see through the tube now. It's interesting how it's like a yellowish color. The glass itself is yellowish. Very dirty. This is a Radiotron model UV202, patented, license for. It doesn't actually say the dates though. Oh, interesting. The base. It's a ceramic of some sort. Now this is a funky looking tube. Looks like the kind of thing that'll blast you with x-rays if you put too much voltage through it. These two pieces are not connected, so that's kind of interesting. Not seeing any wording on the glass, but we have O5359 Raytheon RK707A, made in USA. That's so cool. I have several other tubes like this that are just really funky. Actually, here is a 1950s tube, or 1960s. That's kind of interesting because it also doesn't have the, like, it's not connected, it's disconnected. X-ray warning. This tube is in operation may produce harmful radiation unless it is shielded. Means it's pretty cool. Oh, I'll have some more of these. Was that Tungsol? TUNG-SOL TSX 199. That's pretty interesting. Licensed only to extent... Okay, so it looks like that might be another Cunningham one. It has the same wording on the bottom. This is Raytheon X99 in USA. Here's a newer one. Well, like 1930s at least. V. Can't quite make that out. TH. 5C5. Not sure about what brand that is though. Oh, here's some old ones again. More Radiotrons with that same old logo. Is that an old RCA logo? I'm not sure. Oh no, it'll be General Electric. Okay. So it's a very old General Electric one. It's hard to read those dates. Patented. Looks like a 3A201. I see A201, not sure though. That's pretty cool. There's another one. Model C301. Okay, so it's not an A, it's a C. Huh. So weird. Amplifier. Oh, so Cunningham is General Electric? Because it has General Electric on it. Well, that's odd. And then in the box we have a bunch of these, which are very odd. A V7. I'm not really sure if those are... Oh, whoa. A vibrator. 6715, input 12 volts. Base diagonal A4. The Radiart Corporation, made in USA. Oh, 12 volt only for use in 612 equipment. So I guess I was just very stupid for having it at the only possible way to not see any lettering. Wow. Type G8301, volts 12, frequency 155, so I guess it's 155 per second. Cornell, interesting. Cornell Dubilier Electric Corporation. Oh, these are interesting. So they actually do say a lot about themselves on them. Oof, that's a lot of connectors. A vibrator. Whoa. Mallory G1601 12 volt vibrator. I'm thinking that they mean it's an oscillator, to where whenever you send power through it, it oscillates. Oof, it's very loose on the inside. I might see about hacking one of these open in the future, just to look inside. 5181, 12 volts. Oh, is that an A or is that a pyramid? A triangle. 7265528. Patent number 1943240. This is all sorts of cool. ATR vibrator. That wording just does not age very well with today's day and age in the modern meaning. Mallory vibrator. Type G859. For use in 12 volt battery. Interesting. There's obviously stuff inside of it that bounces around. So that's pretty much it. Just a close look at all the electron tubes that I picked up, and I think they're really cool. I'm going to do a second video where I build a little stand and we can maybe try to fire some of these up. So like this. Oh. And I even found this little wooden piece. I can bolt this thing too. So that might be kind of cool. And yeah, I'm going to think about that for a little bit and see how I want to do that. I would also like to get you guys' input. That's kind of why I want to do this video. So yeah. And then also in that video, I don't have to have a close look at these tubes. I can just jump right into it. I don't know, just kind of a neat idea. I'm pretty sure some of these could look pretty cool. And I've also heard that a lot of these older tubes glow really bright. So that's pretty cool. These are so cool. I have dreamed of finding tubes this old. This is so cool. And I actually mean that truly. I've had dreams where like I'll be looking through a recycling center and I'll find old tubes. Maybe I can tell the future. Or maybe I just have dreams about mundane things that most likely will happen. I think that's probably really what happens. Well, that's pretty much it. I think a lot of these probably won't work, especially if they have white in them, or if they have powder kind of moving around in them. Like for instance, this big one has a few little bits of metal, little flakes and stuff that kind of fall down whenever you move it upside down. So I'm pretty sure that one's toast. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, let me know what you think about these and what do you think I should do with them. I'm thinking just firing them up a little bit, just seeing if the filaments work. Someday in the future might be an interesting video. But I might save this one until its 100th birthday. And oh, no, it's already 100 years old. Well, I guess I could already do that video then. Yeah, so the latest patent is from 1916 on this one. So, yeah, okay, I could already do a video about that. I'll probably make that its own video, like lighting up a 100-year-old electron tube or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. It'll probably get the clicks. Plus, it just sounds cool. Yeah, I'm really happy about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a very quick little video. And thank you very much for watching. See ya!